talk you through all the action. Phaedra Knight and Gareth Rees.
Thank you, Dallin. Yes, second to fifth place semifinal coming your way. A couple of players not available for their coaches. Jeremiah Matana injured, and Maka Unufe not available. This should be a big match. Both sides, a little bit of disappointment late on yesterday evening, day 2 of the HSBC Canada Sevens. Fiji lost to Argentina 19 points to 14. And a classic game that went late into the night, double extra time. The USA went down to the Irish, and we'll talk a bit more about that later. But now they take the field. The Flames are out. There is incredible support for the Fijians in here, and of course the USA as well, just north of the 49th parallel here. Bizarre pool for them. And that Spanish game was controversial as they ended up with a draw that got them through, and the Fijians, that tough loss to Argentina, past champions here in Vancouver. So we're under the dome in Vancouver. Semi-finals, 5th place. The big screen suspended from the little. Paulo Duarte, the Portuguese referee, will take charge. And Gareth Rees, happy to bring you all this action, joined by World Rugby Hall of Famer Phaedra Knight. And Phaedra, great to see Fiji and USA at it again. So, USA in the dark blue jerseys, they kick off long. So many weapons in this Fijian attack. Bundled into touch, though, early on. Good work from the Americans, getting across there in the form of Malakal Esdale, who's had some big touches here.
Yeah, take another look here. Fiji fielding that kick and then getting pushed into touch. Deep in their own territory now. Pressure's on.
So attacking opportunity.
Tackle!
Fula out. Throws it in and gets it back at the base. Short ball. Esdale on the move. 5 meters out. Driving the legs. Can he slide over? No. 1 meter short. A poor pass. Knocked on. The referee's going to come back for offside at the tackle. Still they go quickly. Quick tap. Opening right under the sticks. Naimia Fula'o. Great try from him. Great energy from USA.
Yeah, Fua'o in on that quick tap. Just a heads-up play. US definitely dodged the bullet there with that knock-on. But playing advantage. Got that penalty reset. And they are on the scoreboard first this time.
Yep.
Got Fua'o getting the start in this one and taking his chance. Thomasine adding the extras. Mentioned that Spanish game. Spain came back to tie it up. It looked like they were going to win. It took too long to take the conversion in the pool. So that allowed US to progress here into the cup side of the draw. He did go down to Ireland late last night, double overtime, the last match of the day. So these American players were very, very late to bed. We'll see how it plays out here. They're taking the early lead against the mighty Fiji, number 4 ranked team in the world. Good support inside. 3 Fijians breaking loose in full stride. Still uses his pace to get back and snuff it out. The ball's in one arm. Awesome work from Fiji as a team. In the end, it's going to be Filipo Mbukeyaro. He touches down, and that is the danger of these Fijian men.
Yeah, they always present a problem, Fiji, for the U.S. when they're offloading and at full tilt. And you see Cummings can't make that tackle, and that opens up the floodgates for Fiji to just break through. That's Mbugrao's second try of the weekend.
Nice little chip shot. 2 more. We're all square after 3 minutes of play.
We know the most dangerous time in a game is on that restart. Team has there's the most likelihood of them being scored on, and then there's also the greatest likelihood of them scoring. So It goes both ways.
Come on.
We love Fiji rugby. So many Pacific Islanders on the West Coast. It's a great Melanesian nation. And a big part of North American rugby for many years, and they love the celebration both down in LA Sevens last week and here at the HSBC Canada Sevens. Late drop for Still. He gets that right arm free. Thomasine keeps it alive. This is good offloading. A little taste of Fijian offloading displayed by the Americans here. Now finally a ruck. Yeah, fair competition and a little too late to arrive are the American support players.
Yeah, it probably behooved the U.S. to work a little bit harder on the ground as the ball carrier, just to be a little bit more active once they go to ground, really put themselves in a position to present that ball, just to buy their support a little bit more time coming in over that ruck.
Athungu is going to give it a boot to the corner, and they're going to work off a line. If it gets into touch, he's missed it, and it's gone dead. A huge mistake and relief for the USA Eagles.
Yeah, you don't often see that, especially by Fiji. Get it out.
And nowhere to hide here in the stadium, the massive big screen. All the players featured. The locals, many uninitiated to rugby and rugby sevens in their first taste of the action.
Sally. Put back. Sally. Square. Space. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Wait.
Scrum to US. Pulled away by Talafusi. Good doubling around. Still's in space, and that's dangerous. He looks to the outside, but then he stops. Decides to use the power side of his game. Spinning around. He's going backwards now, but he's still on his feet. Double tackle there. High shot above the shoulder line.
Yeah, his fight and contact really created that high tackle.
You okay? No.
Take another look here. He drops that shoulder into my Samoa. Oh, he's going to have a chin ache later.
Yeah, I wonder if they may have a word here. It's considered foul play, the shot to the chin, and referee can get a little bit of help. He assessed the initial penalty, and this is potentially a yellow card offense. Paulo Duarte's having a look at that same big screen you just got a shot of. He's right under it, but just wondering if maybe more is merited here. Yeah, and he's gone upstairs, so you see our referee has signaled the big box in the sky. He's going to get a little bit of help from the television match official.
It looks like the shoulder goes into the shoulder, but the arm hits the elbow, really.
Yeah, that's definitely a yellow card.
Paulo,
there's some mitigating stances as he was being tackled. Let's listen in.
There is direct contact to the head, but there is mitigation. The player that was being tackled was falling. Therefore, my recommendation is yellow card.
Okay. Yellow card. High tackle. Number 11.
Yeah,
Captain.
those are the words of our television match official.
Direct contact. He was falling. It's a yellow card.
Well, it was from your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, he agreed there. My Samoa will serve 2 minutes. The Fijian fans don't like it, but it's just. And thankfully not a red, because he was being tackled in the action. That's what the mitigation is. We get the lawyers in on all this stuff. That because he was being brought down by someone else, wasn't as egregious.
Guys, open up.
What it means is USA have the advantage. A minute 15 to play. Line out 10 meters from the Fijian line. This USA camp, which have had their ups and downs over the last few months,
Stay there.
dearly love to take the lead here at the end of the first half. Here in this 5th place semifinal. Who will join New Zealand to compete for those valuable points? USA looking for an Olympic spot. Finishing top four. Still's back up on his feet. The ball's in one arm. Big bump and big try for USA.
Yeah, the man of steel himself gets it again. And he has no issue with making contact, but it starts with this beautiful set piece by the U.S. They move the ball out, let it do the work, set the structure, and Steele with that nice little shoulder bump. He's becoming quite known for that one-handed carry.
David Still, incredible athlete from Saginaw Valley State University. One of these players identified. Trying to turn him into a rugby player, and he's a pretty fine sevens player right now, and Wonder Woman likes it.
Well, she loves her Man of Steel.
Man of Steel in this case, still the third. Conversion's not added, so 5 points the advantage. Fiji still one player short. Brought down safely. And they're going to look to attack here. So still some time in my Samoa's sin binning, so if they can just run the clock off here. Oh, even more. They're going to go and get one short-handed. Great running from Fiji around the end. What a response from the 6 Fijians. Big try from their leading try scorer, his 4th of the weekend, Buddy Rerenga for Fiji.
Yeah, it looked like Aaron Cummins thought the push would be sufficient to get Rerenga out into touch, or actually it was David Steele. Not enough. He kind of resorted back to some NFL days, but you gotta wrap the ball carrier. That's the only way to ensure safety, or the safest form of tackle, but also to ensure that they go out.
Kick is good, and it's all on here in Vancouver. Fijians are happy with that response. They lead this one 14 points to 12 over the USA. In BC Place alongside the men here, a huge revelation of the 2023 event. Equity for the men's and women's teams. As much as Langford BC was an incredible host to these women, the 60,000 seat stadium here and 60,000 plus fans we've had get to enjoy the women's game, justly so. Knocked forward by Fiji. Scrum down, USA ball.
Well, USA here on attack. You know, anytime they've made a visit into Fiji's 22, they've been successful, and likewise Fiji into the US's 22. So, you know, they're really going to want to push this ball down the field, use their structure, be patient, and try to set up a couple of strike runners. Get through this line.
Talapusi in at 9. The Americans pretty close here. All 3 of them inside the 15. Looking for Talapusi to double around into space, but the pass doesn't go to hand. Esdale is going to clean it up. Thomasine hits Still out wide. Esdale back through the hands. Nice little dummy.
Advantage.
Cummings overruns it. A little high pass. No advantage, so Fiji will have the scrum.
And those errors are just not good. They're the difference between wins and losses. And on second take, it was a great fake there, a little dummy. But then that second attempt was just had a little bit too much on it. Bounced right out of the hands, Aaron Cummings.
Let's go, guys. Hey! Time is on. Crouch.
Time back on here.
Bind.
Double scrum vision, we're calling that one. Inside the 22. Fiji looking at the short side. Now they're going to go open. Use the width. Samoa back into the action. He's still going. Ball's in the right arm. Oh, great linear support from Temba. But he's tripped up accidentally, and he's knocked it on.
Yeah, I think he tripped over my Samoa.
And we stopped.
They were on the go, man. We know when they get on that front foot, they're hard to stop. That time, they stopped themselves.
So scrum midfield for the USA Eagles. Perry Baker, who notched his 250th. Congratulations to Speed Stick. What a revelation for the sevens game he has been. Only 3 men in history have got that number. He's over on that far sideline and will need to be marked. The USA would love to go 90 meters with him. But they're going to come back the other way first and keep Perry in reserve. Esdale shows and goes. Coming back. Talapusi. Thomasine goes directly to the pace man. Can he find any space? Not for the moment. Fiji have seen him operate for many years now. The 36-year-old is a veteran on the series. Owen may have drifted forward. The referee's let it go. Esdale put his head down. Up to it in defense, showing his pace. It's Garnivalu, and they've got the ball back.
No advantage.
No advantage. Come back for Fiji put in.
Yeah, it was Aaron Commons cutting up the left side, and he just spilled it forward, tried to make good of his mistake, and potentially saved a try there from Fiji. We know when they get going on the front foot off a transition ball, they're so dangerous. They're the most dangerous team on the series.
Yeah, Nasa, Garnivalu, the big unit, did the work in defense, and it's often those try-saving tackles which make a difference. There's Ioane Temba, huge in Los Angeles last week, scoring it seemingly every possession. Clock stopped here halfway through the second half.
Come over. I'll give you the mark here. Yeah.
It's been that injury seen to, and now we will set the scrum down. The stadium, of course, hosts to the opening and closing ceremonies of the 2010 Winter Olympics here in Vancouver. Also host of the BC Lions of the Canadian Football League and the Vancouver Whitecaps of MLS Major League Soccer. As well as many concerts. I saw Elton John in here a few months ago. What a show. What an entertainer. Just like the Fijian backfield as they launch. Just the jersey grab, keeping this one a 2-point ball game. The right arm's free, a little bit of a blind pass. Still finds Temba though. Channel's on the field and he's on the ball holding him up. He's called them all, so Fiji had to play it. Samoa, risky offload, but it goes to hand. Does it go forward? No. Penalty for USA. 2 minutes 47 to play. Mike Friday's men showing some energy here. They've got the fresh legs off the bench. Little offload there from Cody Melfi. It's been around for a while. He'd dearly love to get this 5th place semifinal victory over Fiji. 2.5 minutes to play. Adam Channel up on his feet. Terry Baker getting it back twice. It's bobbled though. Looks good though. Melfi's in space. Oh, he chooses to go back in field. He clearly had Tupuola outside him on mark. Baker's now got it. Little bit of disarray. Steve Thomasine gives USA the lead.
And a little bit frantic there, the U.S., but Melfi took it back in and really made good of it. Terry Baker came in off of the ruck and just did a little back behind the back flip pass to Thomasine and gives the U.S. an opportunity here.
Well, that kick, 2 more for Thomasine. Takes him up to 999 points here in Canada, chasing Carlin Isles, who is no longer notching up the points. I'm sure he'll catch him. But that touch there from Terry Baker shows the maturation of the man. He's learning all the skills of the game. Just that little offload. And the whole stadium knows where he is, including the defenders. Sometimes the offload is what gets it done. Tattoos. Shouldn't he be in Times Square?
Maybe he's just taking the weekend off, Aaron.
We're better to spend it than at the HSBC Canada Sevens.
Good. Ready?
3 points the advantage for USA. A minute 20 is an eternity if you're playing against Fiji. Who gets their hands on the ball first? Doesn't go 10, it'll be Fiji. So, set piece, Mbukayaro calls for the scrum. This will be straight off the training pitch. He's got a smile on his face, but each of his teammates are happy they're going to have to face this midfield scrum.
Hey, we need to stop here. Give them out.
Just make sure you keep your line.
Yeah, this is very dangerous for the U.S.
Hey, just stay on me.
As we know, Fiji does a fantastic job of attacking off the set piece.
Options both sides, you see from the wide shot there.
Sit.
And one right in the boot, right in behind the scrum. There'll be some movement, which makes it even harder for the Americans. There they go, with the flow. Left to right. Temba's going to come back on it. The stop and go. Nathungu has to ruck. Now they go, zipping it across the pitch. Cleaned up by Vakandranu. Good running, but across the face of this American defense, they're holding for the moment. There's the late drop. Nathungu comes through. Ball always alive. Consistently asking questions. The Hooters sounded. Fiji need to get something. Redtail's over the ball. Sorry, that's Cummings over the ball. I mean, this tackle could be deadly here. Temba flips it over the top. Baker's got it. Thought he might kick it off the field. He's going to give it to someone else to kick off the field if they can. Oh, they're struggling. Advantage being played to Fiji. Shocking end. Penalty to Fiji. Off they go. Hard running. 3 men lined up. Yawani Temba steals it for Fiji.
What a heartbreak for the U.S. Perry Baker was trying to get the pass back, close enough to the sideline to clear a touch. The kick got fumbled, and Fiji stay on top of things here.
Well, just to explain to our listeners, at this point, all that needs to happen for USA is to get the ball off the field. Game over, victory. And they can't do that. Tough there. Fulao has one shot. Perry Baker had a shot. And in the end, Yawani Temba cannot believe his luck. Wow, it's never over in sevens. Disappointment for the Americans, but Fiji live on to fight the 5th place final against their traditional foes, New Zealand, and those fans in the baby blue. Sorry, we've got to recorrect things here. The score we had up, apologies here, is tied. So that late try from Fiji actually tied the scores. That's why the players are still on the field. We're going to have extra time here in the 5th place semifinal. A little bit of confusion. That man, Paulo Duarte, was never confused. So reset your clocks. If you're American, you're still alive in the HSBC Canada Sevens. And if you're Fijian, you get to watch some more rugby.
Well, the U.S. no stranger, obviously, to playing overtime regulation. Probably a little bit tired still from last night, so this is going to be a real test to their fitness, both mental and physical fortitude.
Yeah, last night, the last match of the game, it was tied 10-all, Ireland and USA. It's a 5-minute period initially. We went through one of those with the U.S. and Ireland, and then it took almost another full period before Ireland scored on a turnover. So USA on the losing end of that one last night to Ireland. Fiji haven't had a similar scenario in this event. So apologies there.
You kick. You kick. Side.
So the reward for all that is some more
Hold.
sevens for both these teams. Next point of any kind wins. A try, it could even be a penalty. Perry Baker's back and fresh. He takes that kickoff. Looping around. Nice work indeed from Talapusi. He's been called upon here. So has Chanel come off the bench. Channel's got some good yards there. Baker first receiver in this instance. Full width. Thomasine says we're going to come back again. Option offered by Baker, but doesn't go to hand. Good movement though from the Americans. Zipping that ball around. Testing the Fijian defense. Approaching the Fijian 22. Now they're going to come back through Cummings. Oh! Almost a man and ball, but Thomasine did well, and he gets it to Baker. Pops it up high. Talapusi dancing around, knows the pressure's coming. And there's a high shot.
Put the ball down.
USA, Talapusi says slow it down.
Yeah, that's quite intelligent of him. Slow it down. Let's kick the touch. Let's set this line out.
What are you having?
Baker knows what's coming. I think he's going to go stand on the far side of the field because at line-out time he's not involved, and he would dearly love it in space. Thomasine gains a few yards. That line-out's going to be about 10 meters out from the Fijian line. First score wins here.
Open up. Open up. Yeah.
Well, the U.S. Eagles have been the cardiac kids of this tournament, eh? Dodging Spain in the pool to get in this. And now here in another overtime game. Here it goes. Line out executed.
Play advantage.
Cummings keeps it.
Keep going, keep
High
going.
shot again against Fiji. Well, not 10 there from Fiji. Surely there's an advantage being played. The wide ball, Baker's in space. Can he get to the corner? Terry Baker wins it for USA.
And that's a try for the ages. Terry Baker, that's a classic. All he needs is a little bit, the speed stick. And the U.S. just takes advantage, that quick tap. They knew that Fiji wasn't back 10, so they were going to get another penalty advantage. So why not take that chance? Let's move this ball out left, and let's get it to our man.
Well, credit Talapusi with the left-handed pass out wide. Hitting speed stick. I think he knew it was good here. Ball's even in the wrong arm. Covers it up just to make sure. Yes, salutes the crowd. USA fight on. USA winning it 24-19 over Fiji. Let's go sideline and get some reaction.
Barry pulling it out of the end there. You guys seem to love these extra time games, fighting right through to the end. How was that like?
I think that's the only way we want to try and win now, is playing the overtime. Because I think we enjoy the game so much in the crowd here, so we just want to keep playing. But, man, hats off to the boys for coming out after last night's game and show some character and get this W, man. It was very important for us.
Yeah, I mean, after last night, what was it the team talked about to be able to get up for that game, bring the intensity and the urgency to take it to Fiji there?
Man, like, it was so hard to flush that game from last night.